Hi, this is Mary Wood. Today we're going to talk about parallel and perpendicular lines. Here's a definition. Two lines are said to be parallel if their slopes are the same, or even if two lines are vertical. Okay, so for example, if I had y equals 2/5 x plus 9 and y equals 2/5 x minus 4. The slope in this line is 2/5. The slope for this line is 2/5. Since their slopes are equal, these two lines are said to be parallel. Another example might be if I had x equals 4 and x equals -3. Notice this is a vertical line and the slope is undefined. Well, this one is also a vertical line. Its slope is undefined, so these two lines are also parallel. Two lines are said to be perpendicular if their slopes are negative reciprocals of each other, or if one is horizontal and the other is vertical. Some examples: y equals -5/4 x plus 6, y equals 4/5 x minus 2. The slope in this line is -5/4, and the slope on this line is 4/5. Notice that these two slopes are opposite signs and they're also reciprocals. That means they're flipped over. So these two lines are perpendicular. Another example might be y equals 7 and x equals -2. This one is a horizontal line and its slope is 0. This one is a vertical line and its slope is undefined. They are also perpendicular. Excuse me. Perpendicular. They're perpendicular lines. Now, we want to find the slope of a line. The first thing we're going to do is write the equation in slope-intercept form. This means y equals mx plus b. As always, the coefficient in front of the x is going to be the slope. Now, a little bit extra with that is if there's only one variable, figure out if it's horizontal or vertical. Okay, equations of horizontal lines contain the y and our slope is 0. And the equations of vertical lines only have an x and have an undefined slope. Let's do some examples. Let's determine whether the pair of lines are parallel, perpendicular, or they could be neither. Well, the first thing we need to do is solve for y. Let's get each equation in slope-intercept form. I need to solve for that y. Now, it doesn't matter which side y lands on. So on this one, I think it's going to be easier to make it land on the right. So let's add 3 to each side of my equation. So I have 5y over here. Now I'm going to put my 2x in front. And now I'm going to divide everything by 5. Alright, now let's put it as y on this side. Y equals 2x over 5 plus 3/2. Now, remember, what's in front of the x is my slope. My slope on this one is 2/5. This one we're going to solve for y, so I'm going to subtract 5x from each side. 2y equals -5x, that's a plus 8. I'm going to divide everything by 2. So y equals -5 halves x plus 4. The slope on this equation of a line is negative 5/2. Now I need to compare the two slopes. It looks like they're opposite signs and they're reciprocals. So these two lines are perpendicular. Let's do this one. Now this one is already solved for y. The only thing you might do is put it in y equals mx plus b order. So I'm going to write it as y equals negative 2 over 3x plus 3. But this one I do have to solve for y. So I'm going to subtract the 2x. So 3y equals negative 2x, that's a minus 1, negative 1. Divide everything by 3. So I get y equals negative 2x over 3 minus 1/3. Well, the slope of this line is negative 2/3. The slope of this line was also negative 2/3. I'm comparing them. They look exactly the same to me. So these are parallel lines. Let's solve for y in this example. So negative 2y, I'm just going to move this 2x over to the other side as a negative. Okay, when you move a term from one side of the equal to the other, you change its sign. That's a little bit faster. Divide everything by negative 2. Y equals, now negative 2 over negative 2 is a 1x. And a positive over negative is a negative 3/2. Now, there really is a coefficient of 1 in front of the x, so my slope here is 1. Let's solve this one for y. Well, let's see, I'm going to subtract the 2x, so y minus 2 equals negative 2x. Now I'm going to add the 2 to each side. Y equals negative 2x plus 2. The slope of this line is negative 2. When I compare these, they are opposite signs, but they're certainly not reciprocals. So these two lines are neither perpendicular nor parallel. Okay, this one last example. This does not have a y in it. It's only one variable. So I know this is a vertical line, and its slope is undefined. Well, if I solve for y here, y equals 2. There's no x in it, so I know this is a horizontal line. The slope of horizontal lines is always 0. Now, when I compare these two, these are, since one is vertical and one is horizontal, they are perpendicular. Okay, so this concludes this lesson. Have a good day.